Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an eye look with the Huda Beauty Nude palette. This palette I am obsessed with. You can see that I've used it quite a bit. It's got a lot of really pretty glitter colors and a lot of pinks and purples. Not sure why it's called nude, but it's definitely more of a pink palette. So we're gonna get started. I have my base face on already, as you can see. If you wanna know how I created the base face, I have a video that I recorded a couple weeks ago. You can go ahead and look for that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna jump in. So I'm gonna start with my Pro Tapered Crease Brush from Sephora and go into this light orangish nude color called Play. Just dip it in. So, it's Saturday, and I'm just gonna go back and forth with the base color in my crease like I always start every eye look. But like I was saying, it's Saturday, and everybody is pretty much on lockdown from Corona. But I decided, you know, what better time than now to do a look and get ready for the day, even though I have zero plans to go anywhere. The highlight of my day will be a Zoom conference call with my girlfriends tonight to catch up. What's everybody doing to stay sane now that your lives have come to a screeching halt? Okay, so I just have a wash of color, a light color. It's gonna help. It serves as a transition shade. It's gonna help the other colors blend. So I'm gonna go next, do the exact same thing in this color called Teddy, and we're gonna go over the crease, over where we just put the lighter color, just to build some depth. I blow the excess off. This shadow, these palettes, the mattes on this palette do have quite a bit of fallout, meaning when you press your brush into it, the shade powders up like that and kind of gets all over the place. That's why it's so messy. And that will flick all over your face if you're not careful, so just be mindful of that. What you can do if you experience a lot of fallout and you don't want to smear it all over your face that's already done is sprinkle some loose translucent powder and just dot it under your eye, and it will catch all of the excess, and then you can just wipe it away at the end. And I highly recommend that you do that if you're ever going to be using any really dark colors or blacks. That'll fall out and you won't be able to get it off. So just going to do the same on the other side here. Back and, oops, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, good. Moving right along, I'm gonna do, go into this color Raw with the same exact brush. And this time I'm going to keep it lower below my crease, on the bottom part of my crease, and then the outer third. I'm gonna concentrate the color on the outer third of my eye. Again, working this way and keeping the darker colors low and to the outside of your eye is gonna prevent you from looking like you have a black eye, while giving you that smoky effect. You want lighter colors on the inner corner of your eye, darker colors on the outer. That's going to give you a bigger doe eye effect, which I am always going for. I have these big orbs for eyes, and I want to highlight them. So same thing on the other side. And then just on the bottom, outer third, smoke it out. Okay, now that I have a base of mattes in my crease, I'm gonna go onto my lid. So I'm gonna prime my lid with the Anastasia eye primer. I've used this in another video, but I'm just gonna take a little bit on my hand, just a little dot, and then a really small brush. And I'm gonna go in and just put this on my eyelid. Try to get closer so you can see it here. A little of this primer goes a long way. And I'm sort of just pressing and lightly dragging. And I've done this technique in another video, but the purpose of this primer on the lid is to make your glitters stick better and then also just really pop and then last. It is a primer, so it will help our eyeshadow last all day, which if we were actually going somewhere, that would be important. Okay, I went ahead and did the other side. It's messy, it's not perfect. This one has more on it than the other one. It's not gonna matter. So that is done, and I'm gonna go into our shimmer shades. My puppy is below the table that my camera is sitting on, and he's chewing on my toes, and it really hurts. Fun fact. Okay, so anyway, anytime I do shimmers, I'm gonna work light to dark, and then I'm gonna start on my inner corner of the eye and work outward. So I'm gonna start with this shade Crave, which is like a nice gold shade, and clearly I use it a lot because it's, you know, there's not a lot left, but I'm really gonna dig in there and get it on the brush. And I'm using the exact same brush that I used for the primer, and I'm just going to get it to stick on there. And now, anytime I use a shimmer shade, I am going to spray the brush with either MAC Fix Plus or a setting spray. Today I'm going to be using the Skindinavia Makeup Finishing Spray. I got it in my FabFitFun box. So I'm just going to hold it back, and I don't want to spray the camera, but we are just going to spray it lightly. And it's just going to help get you more payoff from your shimmers and help it stick and really shine on your eye. So hopefully this can pick that up. And again, just going to press and drag, press and drag. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this lighter pink shade called Daydream, Daydream. And I'm gonna use the flip side of the same brush that I was just using. And you can see, again, the fallout is kind of all over the place, so you're gonna have to expect that. Spritz. That was off camera, but I spritzed it with my setting spray. And then I'm just gonna go over right where I ended the other color and go on the center of my lid, flip it back over, use the first color, and just go back and forth over that line to blend it together so that it's more of a seamless wash of color. Okay, now I'm gonna take this larger flat brush and go into this color Fantasy. And again, we're doing the exact same process. We're just darkening the color as we go across the eyelid. And we're going to hit it with some spray. There's a fuzzy on here. Okay. And we're just going to go start on the outer part, moving on to the other side of the lid. Press and drag, press and drag, press and drag, all the way to the outer corner of the eye. Get a little bit more on our brush. And then go on the flip side of the brush and go back into that Daydream, that lighter pink color, and we're just gonna blend them. And I'm gonna do the other side quick. Okay, now I'm still gonna take that same brush and I'm gonna do basically the same technique for the last time with the darkest shade, and this shade is called Kinky. This one is more of a true shimmer, whereas the other ones were more glitter, like with actual chunks of glitter in it. This is going to be more of like a pure color shimmer shade, and it's really pretty. You'll see in just a second. You can wet this one. I'm not going to for this. I'm just going to apply it to the outer part of my eye, keeping it on the lid and not going too much in the crease, just to darken up the outer corner, blend into that shade. Okay, now at this point you might have fallout on your cheeks, so I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and just dust that off quick. Dust away the glitter. And then I want this to set before I go in and do any more of the dark matte shades. So I'm going to actually just spray my face quick. I'm going to let it dry. So you really can't use too much setting spray. The more you use, the more it's just going to help your makeup blend and melt onto your face. I do use a lot of powders in my base face, and so by spraying in between layers, it helps everything look more natural, gets rid of that powdery look on your face. And in this case, I'm wanting my eyes to just set with all those glitters and shimmers, and just give them a little bit of spray to set onto the face before I go in with the rest of the eyeshadow. So I'm just going to let it dry quick, probably about 30 seconds, and then I'll be back. Okay, you could just stop here and put some eyeliner on and do your lashes and call it a day. This is a fine look as it is, but if I was going out or really wanting to smoke it up a little bit, I would continue to do that, which I'm going to do just for the sake of this look. So I'm going to take this short tapered brush, and I'm going to go into that color Raw. It was the last color that we used in our crease. Just get a little bit on the brush, blow off the excess, and then I'm just going to focus right on the very, very, very outer corner of my eye, and I'm just going to press it and kind of flick it outward very gently. Bring it in, keeping close to the lash line and the very outer corner of the eye, bringing it up to the crease just slightly. I am going to take that fluffy brush here shortly and go back in with this color and go all over to blend the shimmers and the mattes together. But this is just going to smoke out the eye. I'm going to take the same color on and go just below on my lower lash line, connecting the two colors, just creating more of a smoky effect. You can see the difference here. Build it up a little bit. Gonna do the same thing with the shade Tease. It's more of a muted mauve-y purple shade. Oops, make sure I'm on camera here. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in actually with that shade Teddy, which is the second shade that we used, with my fluffy brush. Just get a little bit on here. I'm going to focus this on the outside of where we just put that, and then go up into the crease, blending the mattes with the shimmers, so it doesn't look like such a harsh line between them, and just soften the edges of the darker colors as well. Make everything look a little bit more blended, and do the same thing on this side. All the way in, all the way out. Okay, I'm going to curl my eyelashes and do a quick winged liner. I'll do the winged liner on camera. Just give me one sec. Okay, eyelashes are curled. I'm gonna go in with my Baby Benefit Roller Lash felt tipped liner and do a wing. Try to do this on camera the best I can here. Okay. Okay, so just flick it out at the end, bring it back, make sure you get really close to your lash line so that there's no visible skin there. I'm gonna do the other side quick. Okay, I did the other side, and then I also smoked out my lower lash line and tight lined my eyes, my upper lash line. I'm going to go in with my mascara. Haven't gotten any new mascaras lately, so still going with my Mary Kay Ultimate Mascara in black, followed by my Mary Kay Lash Intensity Mascara in black. I did just order some new products on Ulta and having it shipped to me, you know, since the stores are closed in a lot of areas and because we are not supposed to be going outside. So when those show up, I got a new primer for the face. And I got, I did get a new highlighter, which I will use tomorrow. I used it today, and holy moly, it is like blinding, and I used way too much. So if you're wondering why I'm glowing like a crazy person, that is why. It's the new, or not, it's not new. It's new to me. It's the Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive. I will use it on the inner corner of my eye here in just a second so you can see that. But holy cow, guys, it is a highlight if you want to glow. Okay, going to go in with the Mary Kay Lash Intensity to really make these peepers pop. My opinion, you can never have too much mascara. Okay, and to complete any eye look that I do, I highlight the inner corner of my eye. So this is that Ofra highlight that I was talking about in Rodeo Drive. It is so stinking pretty. It's huge. And I got it for half off and using it's Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty right now. So I'm just going to take that and go right in the center of inner corner of my eye. And you can just see, holy stinking moly. Every time I do that, I get sleep in my eye. Highlight the brow bone. Do the other side. And again, this the reason I put the highlight in the inner corner of my eye is that it makes your eyes look more open and awake. So if you're like me and you're tired all the time, nobody will know. Nobody will be any the wiser. Okay, I'm going to do a lip just because it looks a little weird if I don't. I'm going to use the NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment in American Woman. Really, this lip pigment is really growing on me. I've had it for about a week now and find myself using it pretty much every day. As always, I prepped my lips with my Mary Kay Satin Lips to exfoliate. This is a matte. It's going to dry down. It's going to be very dry. And then I put the Butter Balm, Shea Butter Balm on top of it to moisturize my lips. So this is the final look. Hopefully you learned something today. Hopefully you liked that. If you did, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.